Hi, I'm Alex McCord for RumorFix.com, broadcasting to you from my ALUX home office as it is Textile Market Week and Fashion Week and back to school. Oh my goodness. Let's get down to episode 15 of The Real Housewives of New York City. So Simon and I were out last night, and I actually had a chance to hang out with Ramona for a while. I asked her to give me the Cliff's Notes on tonight's episode since I'd be home watching it late. She did, but it didn't prepare me for the carnage that is this episode. Oh my. Let's get right to Tamarind. Tamarind's a great little complex where you can eat, shop, hang out, have fish pedicures. It's fun. Couples night came up and the ladies got upset. It seemed divisive. They didn't want to splinter the group off. I kind of understand that, but maybe they also needed a break. However, I think the producers probably did not get what they wanted with couples night and ladies night being separate because there was no drama. Therefore, we only saw about 15 seconds of that evening. I was thrilled to see Carol and Heather on Saline Beach. It's such a gorgeous beach. They kept their clothes on. The people in the background had their clothes on. There weren't really many people on the beach, so they managed to show it. It's such a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous place to relax. Well, let's talk about angry Aviva, shall we? Wow. She was a screaming, smug, self-satisfied Harridan. I just couldn't believe what was coming out of her mouth. It was interesting with the conversation with Sonia. They were definitely breaking the fourth wall. It was interesting to me that Aviva was allowed to make the first day and kind of her entire experience of St. Bart's to date all about her and her anxiety and aren't you guys glad I came. The moment that Sonia brought up that she needed to do things in her life in order to make time for this trip, suddenly Aviva said, oh, no, it's about you. Let me just get one thing straight for the viewers and the castmates. Maybe they haven't quite gotten the memo yet. When you go on trips with housewives, you have to put your whole life on hold. You have to cancel everything that you had going on in New York. That means business meetings. That means paid appearance gigs. It means book signings. Whatever you've got going on, as soon as you are given the dates, boom, goodbye. You have to completely stop your life for the week or 10 days or however long it is that you go away to film the trip. Nobody likes to do that. For Sonia, I'm sure she's got to get childcare in as she's a single parent. No matter what you have to do in order to get yourself on the Housewives trip, it always requires juggling. Aviva should have recognized that. She was being insensitive. It's hard because you don't really want to go away on these trips. I mean, particularly, I felt so badly for all of these women. They are there, stuck in a villa, admittedly a beautiful villa, but they are stuck with people that they can no longer stand. They are filming almost 24/7, which is very different than filming back home in New York. Back home in New York, you shoot maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. You film one day, maybe you have 2 days off, then you film another day. When you're on a Housewives trip, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, you are filming, being pushed, being given alcohol. It is crazy. It turns into Housewives Survivor, and that is what we saw today. We saw the rookie versus veteran showdown. One of the things that was interesting to me, it might have seemed a little incoherent, but Sonia started talking about what comes out of her mouth is gold. I think that she was breaking the fourth wall here and trying to tell Aviva how to bring it for the cameras. Now, typically, Sonia is very fun to watch on TV. She is a clown. She slips on a banana peel. She's not afraid to be a doofus. She really does bring it, and people enjoy that. Perhaps what she was trying to tell Aviva is that people are not going to enjoy her being a screaming Harridan. I certainly did not. So let's get to the end of vacation exhaustion. They go for drinks at Maya's, a great place to watch the sunset, and everyone just seems done, over it. They've been there for a week. They've been pushed to the limit. They don't want to live with people they hate. Can you blame Ramona and Sonia for ditching? Now here's what. It was very unfortunate that what Ramona and Sonia chose to ditch was the reason for the trip, i.e. Russ's concert. That was not cool. However, put yourself in their shoes. They are sick to death of filming with crazy people. Doesn't matter whether they are the crazy people or not. I think that they were smart. They went back to the villa thinking that all the camera crews on the island would be shooting the concert, thinking that all the producers and directors and PAs and everyone else would be at the concert with Russ and Carol and the rest of the housewives, thinking perhaps they could sneak back to the villa and just have some downtime, just not be filmed for a minute. Didn't work. Didn't work. And unfortunately, it had the byproduct of completely offending Carol. Oh well, I tell you what, for me, tipsy wackiness versus anger and judgment, I would choose tipsy wackiness every time. I really would. Did they get hammered? Yeah, they did. Was it fun to watch? Yes, it was. Did I feel badly for every single housewife on this trip? Oh my gosh, yes. I'm so happy I was not involved in that. It would have ruined St. Bart's for me. The one last thing I will say about this episode is thank goodness it ended on an up note with everybody naked in the pool, because that, my friends, is what St. Bart's is all about. That is what they should have been doing the whole time. Unfortunately, you can't do that when you're shooting a reality show like Housewives. I'm going to end on a note. Today is September 11th, and living in New York City, it's something that you never forget. If you haven't read this book to your children, go out and get it. Mordecai Gurdenstein's The Man Who Walked Between the Towers. It's a beautiful, inspiring, uplifting story on a day like today. I'm Alex McCord for RumorFix.com. Have a wonderful week. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I will see you next Tuesday.